Hi, my name is Genie, and this is the podcast Dreams to Reality. So, I'm also an author, and I wrote the book Dreams to Reality, the 4 keys to living the life that you desire or life that you want. So, the topic for today is don't focus on your current reality. I know this is hard, and even I struggle with this sometimes. And I'm actually lucky because I was able to discover that it's okay to focus on briefly where you are, but then also shift your awareness to where you want to go. So in my case, I'm starting to market my books, and I'm always looking at like, no, there's no book sales, and I keep focusing on that. But through so I'm a student of Chris Duncan for like several months now, and through his methods I realized that yes, it's okay to focus on where you are right now briefly, but then shift your awareness and attention back to where you want to go. So you can actually use your current reality right now in order to determine the next course of action. So in my case, like low book sales, and then I shift my focus to this is what I want for my monthly book sales. And it seems to work because it keeps me motivated, and it keeps me working on my goals on a daily basis. I actually have an action planner, and if you're interested about it, it does have this principle of looking at your current reality and then looking at your desired reality and where are you in relation to that one. It's an action planner, and it's in my Stan store. You can check it out, stan.store, Mystic Genie 88. So Mystic is MYSTIC, Genie GENIE 88, the number 88. So the thing is, when you focus on your current reality and your current reality only, you're gonna be depressed because let's say you don't have a job right now and you're focusing on that one. That's gonna keep you depressed. But if you focus on where you are right now and where you want to be and how you are or where you are in relation to where you want to be at, that keeps you motivated, and that keeps you it also gives your unconscious mind something to work on. It's like, okay, this is point A, but you really want to go to point B. And that's how the unconscious mind works. Actually, it works on it like you have to give it the right instructions, and you have to tell it exactly what to do, or you have to briefly tell it what to do, because it's always looking for okay, what's the instruction, what's next, and you have to satisfy that. And also it satisfies the conscious mind as well, because it's like conscious mind likes contrast. It's like, okay, this is where you are right now, this is where you want to be, what should we do so that you can go to point B or your destination. And if you really look at your GPS, I use my GPS a lot for work. I really do. It gives you a more accurate ETA, or estimated time of arrival, if it actually knows your current location. And your current location could be moving, especially when you're in a moving vehicle. But when it knows exactly where you are in relation to your destination, it can give you a better idea of what time you're going to arrive. So that's what I really like about that analogy. So yes, it's okay to focus on your current reality, but there's a disclaimer: focus on it briefly, but then focus on where you want to be and where you are in relation to your goal. And I did create it was labor of love. So my action planner is actually about taking action, but the thing is, I created it in a way that I can use it every day, because I'm doing a lot of things. I have daily rituals that I do, and then I like to-do lists, and I incorporated all of the things that worked for me, and I put them in one action planner so that I don't have to I have to scribble here, I have to do this. So basically, what the action planner has is it gives you write down your goals for the year, the quarter, the month, the week, and the day. And it also has some of Chris Duncan's work in it, where he wants you to compare how did you do yesterday, or because you have to grade yourself, how did you do, what could you have done differently. So it's really nice. But I also put my secret sauce in it, which is I love Royce Kristen's method. If you don't know him, he wrote the book Scripting the Life That You Want. It is an absolutely amazing book, and I use his methods. Basically, he said that write down as if the day has already is already over, but at the same time write down what you want to manifest for that day, but as if you've already manifested it for that day. And it really works. It motivates me, because my unconscious mind is really, you already did this? So and then so it will find a way for you to actually do it. And at the end of the night, or at the end of the day, you actually write down what actually happened, and then you can compare. This is what I wanted to manifest, but I'm writing it in the present tense as if I've already done this, or the past tense, I mean, or present. You can do the present tense as well. It's I'm already going to I'm already going to this store and buying my stuff. Or you can say I already went. So in my case, I think what works for me is the past participle rather than a present participle. But you can do both, and write it as if it's already happened, or it's already happening, or it's happening, even if it hasn't happened. Because our unconscious mind, for some reason, it just works that way. It's just yeah, you already did this, and then but you're not doing this right now, so we're gonna do it. I kid you not, it gets rid of my procrastination, because I write there that I already wrote down my book, or I wrote several 2,000, 3,000 books, and even when I did this podcast, I wrote in my action planner, I wrote that I am recording my podcasts for the quarter, and I'm really I don't want to do that, but because I wrote it down as if I already did it, I'm doing it right now. So it really works, and that's my secret sauce. And aside from that, I have a ritual as well, and the quarter view, the monthly view, and the goal, and where I am in relation to the goal. So I may modify it a bit, because I love to do the money ledger. I don't know if you guys are aware of that. That is by George Kappas. He's he was a hypnotist. I followed it before to also help me with my procrastination. Basically, it's essentially you pay yourself imaginary dollars or dollar amounts for for doing the tasks that needs to be done, and you pay yourself money, imaginary money, and at the end of that and it has happened to me. I did it for a year. I stopped doing it, so I should go back to doing it, but I might incorporate it in my action planner, because it really works. When you put a dollar amount, even if it's imaginary, it gives your unconscious mind sort of an idea that hey, you're paying yourself $300 an hour for doing this task. Maybe we should do more of this. So the key is pay yourself more for the tasks that actually lead you to your goal. In my case, I have to pay myself imaginary dollar amounts to to write and to create podcasts. And I did that initially when I was procrastinating, and look at me now, I'm doing it even without paying myself imaginary dollars. But I will recreate the action planner for 2023, and we'll put a little tweak on it. And do check it out. Again, it's on stan.store /Mystic Genie 88, and I'll put it in the show notes. So yeah, that's the thing about the, sorry about that, I think that's my dog. Sounds like a cat. Are you okay? So that's my dog Sky. And anyway, yeah, that's how it works. Unconscious mind is kind of strange in a way. It doesn't know real from the not real, but if you work with your unconscious mind the right way, actually you can use it to your advantage rather than to your disadvantage. Of course, there's a lot of things that I need to work on, and yeah, I'm using right now magnetic recode, and of course self-hypnosis. I love that. I actually have also guided meditation or self-hypnosis track on my Stan store as well. Do check that out. So it's a combination of all these things, to get you from where you are to where you want to be. And yes, it's okay to focus briefly on where you are currently. It's good, but don't stay stuck there. Just use it as like a measurement of, okay, this is where I'm right now, but this is where I want to go, and where am I in relation to that one. So remember the GPS analogy. And anyway, thank you very much for listening, and I will provide all of my information. I have YouTube and everything else on the show notes. Thank you.